Here we are, Dennis Thompson, Media Director, Nothing But Skills Hoop League. Here I am with the owner, head coach of greatness, Coach Damon Fayne. Coach, I want to thank you for taking this time out to do this interview.
Yes, sir.
So we're just going to get right into it. You know, you own one of the most historic franchises in the NBS. And, you know, they took a season off. Talk briefly about why you took a season off, Coach.
Honestly, you know, my troops took a season off because they honestly got bored. You know, their words was, we got bored. You know, like, they was just winning. You know, greatness has been dominant since day one. So they took that season off to, you know, branch off, play with other teams. And then we decided we'll come back next summer season. Now we back with a new nucleus.
Yeah, so, you know, when you took the season off, you took over the Rock Boys franchise. Talk briefly about the transition. You know, the Rock Boys definitely had some challenges last season. What was going on in the camp last season?
Really wasn't nothing going on within the camp. It was more so personal issues for myself, as well as like mentally, I wasn't there. You know, I wasn't NBS ready. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't Coach Face when I was with the Rock Boys, which I didn't want to be a hindrance to them. So I decided to step down, let someone else take over because I wasn't myself mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you went and took over the Vets. The Vets was currently out of the playoff hunt when you took over their franchise, and you know you coached them into a first round matchup, which you came up short. But hats off to you that you did coach them boys that was out of the playoffs into the playoff to get the last seed. Talk briefly about that. How did you feel? What drove the decision to take over the Vets franchise last season?
First off, salute to the Vets because I am a big fan of the Vets organization. And what led me to them was because they actually is like one of the original teams, you know what I'm saying? Their core always stay the same with maybe some additions. And to me, in the NBS, if your core stays solid, you'll have a good team with additions and maybe some subtractions.
Coach, I want to back up just a little bit to the Rock Boys situation. When you say that you wasn't yourself, was it from a personnel standpoint that the roster didn't fit, you know, a typical Coach Face roster? Did you not have control of the locker room? What do you mean, or was it just completely non-NBS related?
It was not NBS related at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I took over the Rock Boys, I had total control, roster control, all that. It was a personal issue. You know, it had nothing to do with NBS nor the Rock Boys organization at all.
Okay. So, you know, I'm just gonna throw a couple names out at you. You just let me know what you think about these names. You know, Ike Turner,
All-star point guard.
Charles Ward,
the general.
Chris Riley. I
would say, without his health issues, he'd be the best big man in NBS. But other than that, I'm going with Wayne Watkins, best big man in NBS right now.
Coach, you have historically been known for having elite point guards. Why is it so important for a coach of your caliber to have an elite point guard, and not just yourself, but you know any coach? Why is it so important for a coach to have an elite point guard in this league?
Because this league, NBS is full of competition. So, and then like the type of schemes I like to run with the shooters I have on every team I have, you got to have that elite point guard that think to pass first, but like to get his teammates involved, you know what I'm saying? Not the one-on-one typical guy, but like to break down the defense, kick it out. If that shot ain't there, come back, get the ball reset. Now let's go inside out. You know, just a fluent, basically a solid floor general. Can no offense be ran? Can a team be ran without a solid floor general, period? If you don't have a floor general, you don't have a team, period.
How important is it, Coach, for a head coach and a point guard to be on the same page in this organization?
Point guards and coaches have to be on the same page because at the end of the day, your point guard is your coach on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So even though I may call out something or set or something, I'm not on the court. I don't see what my point guard is seeing. So my point guard might see something that I'm not seeing and read me off. and I let my point guard do what he do because I trust my point guards at the end of the day.
So would you say, Coach, that it's safe to say that a point guard and a coach not on the same page is a franchise headed for destruction?
Not in all instances, but I would say a good 85 to 90% of the time, yes. If your point guard and your coach ain't on the same page, the organization really ain't gonna run too well.
Coach, so now greatness is back. You know, new logo. You brought in Jasmine Mitchell as an assistant coach. I mean, it's just a new breath of fresh air. You brought in some of the familiar pieces to the greatness organization. You added some pieces around it. I mean, so what is it about this year that makes greatness so hungry? We've been hearing the hungry, the Lions, the It's lifestyle. I mean, what is it about greatness this season that's just making y'all go?
Because we took that year off, man, and then with us taking that year off, it's like some teams in the league that's like very disrespectful. You know, at the end of the day, greatness is MUS's most historical franchise, hands down, point blank, period. So now we coming back, and that's why we use the hashtag we hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because we hungry. We coming back to let the league know, like, this is greatness. You know, greatness can go in as an 8 seed and make it to the finals because we just that strong, just that solid. We had just that much heart, that much hunger. It's a lifestyle.
Coach, looking to the matchup tomorrow, you got the Rock Boys, team that you formerly coached. Some players on that team that you had when you were under the Rock Boys. Just talk briefly about the matchup. What you think about the matchup?
I think it's gonna be a good game. You know, they added some new pieces. See, last season the majority of the roster was rookies. This year is more veterans. You know, saying that came and joined the organization. So I actually look for it to be a good game. I look for Corn to have a solid game, Trey as well as D-Man to have a solid game. But at the end of the day, I'm going with my hungry Lions because what we do at the end of the day is eat. And tomorrow, you Rock Boys ain't nothing but a beast to us.
So, if you could point out one team on your schedule that you are looking forward to playing, what team is that and why?
Dynasty. Because the itch, that's my man's. But he talk. That organization just talk a lot. You know, I kind of feel like it is a solid organization, but I love a challenge. So they're defending champs. I want to play them, see if we can come off on top on the champs during regular season and how well we can go against them come playoff time.
Any last words for the league?
Salute to every organization in the league. Coach Fayne, I love everybody. We're a brotherhood through basketball. Greatness, it's a lifestyle. Why not?
Dennis Thompson, NBS Media Director. Coach Fayne, Greatness, Rock Boys. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., Court 1, Oakland Elite. Be there.
Or square.